Okay, so guys, welcome back again to one. So in this tutorial we are going to make a star beaded bag, and then I'm using this acrylic square beads. This is in a box form. This is size 8, so that's what I'm going to use for this bag. So we still need our fish line, our pair of scissors, put in 6. You starting with 6, so we put in 6 on the cord. 5, this is 5, and then 6. Okay, so we have it like this, and then put 2 beads here, and then another 2 here, and then we press the last one. So when you count here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you count from here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to repeat the same thing. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and then we have this. So this is what we have. Okay, so we're making up to 6. We have 3 now. 1, 2, 3. So we are going to make we are going to add another 3 to it. So let me make the last one, and then I'll move to the next step. 2, and then press this one. Okay, so I'm going to make a 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. So I'm going to make a 10. So we are making the seed one. Wherever you choose the direction to be, you can choose it. So on this one, on this my right hand, I'm putting, instead of repeat 2 beads here, 2 beads here before we cross the last one. This time around we are going to put 3 beads here. 1, 2, 3, and then repeat the 1 here, and then another 1 to cross. So in all we have 6. So you put 3 beads on my right hand. You can either go left or right, any of them, because you're not starting. So we're going to have something like this. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have the 6 of that. So we come back again to the normal one where we're doing. We put 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and then 2 here, and then we cross the last one. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we go into this direction. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From here to we have 1, 2. So 4 more. So we put 2 beads. And then cross this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to make 5 and then 6, and we're going to turn it to this direction. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So with the seed one, we're going to come to this direction too. So we put 3 beads on this one. This time around we have to come here, so you can't either go left or right, no. So you have to come to this direction. So we put 3 beads on this hand, and then we put 2 on the left, on the right. So we put 2 on the right. That's my right. So with the last one, that's the second one here, I cross it. Okay, so you can see it's now facing the side. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so we're making 5 of this. So this is the first one, this is the second one, so we are going to the third one. So we just have to put 2 here, put the same 2 here, and then we cross the last one. 6. So this is 1 2. So we're going to make to the seed one again, and then we make a 10. So guys, we have 6 here, 6 here. This is the third one we're doing. So the direction has to come this way. However you do it, that's where it's going to lead you. Okay, so the direction has to come this way. So we're going to do it. We have 1 2 3 4 5. So we're going to do the seed one, and the seed one we're going to put 2 beads on this one, 3 beads on my left hand. Okay, and then 2 beads. So the 2 beads, the last but one, this one, you cross it. So now you can see the cord is at this direction. So it's the direction, wherever the cord goes, that's the direction you're going to use to. So we're going to come here like this and then do the last one to cross it. So I'm going to do the rest of line. Just follow the same prompt and you'll be able to do it. Okay, so guys, we have 1 2 3 4. This is 5. When we add it to it, it's 5. I told you we're making 5 this time. So we have 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here. This is the 5th one. So we're going to join it together to this particular bead here. So what we do is we put 2 beads. One, 2, and then 1 2. So we're going to join it together. So we just put this cord inside, and then we do the same thing for the side, like we are interchanging it. So now when we count from here, you see we have 6. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6. The same 6 here when we count from here. So basically we have something like this. This is what we are supposed to have. Okay, this is the shape we are supposed to have. So what we do is we want the cord to be here. So we're going to interlock the side. This side can just come straight like so. This is where we want the cord to be. Okay, now with this side we have to go through all the beads. So note that, so now you can see we are here. So note that with all the beads, the holes are 6 6 6 6. Okay, in each hole it's a 6. So the next one we are going to do, we are going to work with 5. So now one thing you have to notice that we have 5 joints now. So this is 1 joint, this is 1 joint, 2 3 4 5. Okay, so make sure you're working with the joint. Have it in mind. So the first round is 6 6 6 throughout. Now the second one, after interlocking it to this side, we're gonna go to this particular bead here, and then we're gonna do the same for this side. Okay, so this is what we have. Alright, now we can see it is already in 3 beads. The string is already in 1 2 3 beads. So we add only 2 because we want the joints to be 5. So we add only 2 beads. You can either go left or right when you're starting, but make sure you start at one particular point. so I'm turning this way to be through. So now we have 1 2 3 4 5. We go through the next 2. So I have 5, so I'm going to put the rest of the string here. So I have 1, and then I have 2. Now the string is in 1 2 3. Note that every joint there will be 5 points, like there will be 5. So now the string is in 3, so we want to add another 3 to it to make it 6. So what we do is 1 2 3. Now it's still in 3, so we're going to add 3 to it. We are closing the whole gap here. We are closing it, so that's how we're going to do it. So 3. So we are getting to another joint. This is another joint, so we're going to put the string in 1 2 3, okay, because we are at a joint. So take it like this is the first line, we are on the second line. Now with the second line, every joint is supposed to be 5, like how we did here. So now this is in 4 B's. We have our string in 1 2 3 4. Okay, so the 4 B's. So we just add 1 to it to make it 5. Okay, just 1 bead and then cross it, because we want it to be 5. As I said, every joint, this is a joint, this is another joint, so it has to be 5. Now after we put it in the next 2 B's. We add 3 to it to be 6. 1 2 3. So it's gonna be 6. Okay, and then we go through the next 2 beads. One, 2, 3. There's 3 beads. So now it's in 1 2 3 4. It's now in 4 beads. So we cross the last one. That's the 5th one. Okay, so we just add only 1 to it, and then we go through the next 2 beads. So make sure you have this in mind that whenever you reach a joint like this, it's 5 beads, a joint like this is 5 beads. So I'm going to continue with the rest. The rest are 6, 6, 6. I'm going to continue to fill the rest, then we come to the next line. Okay, so we are almost ending. So I go through 1, 2, 3. Yes. This is a joint. Okay, this is one of the joints. This is where we started from. So this side we're going to add it up to be 6 for it to be 6. So what we do is the string is in 4 beads, so we add 2 beads to it, making the 6. 1, 2. Okay, so this is how it is now, and then we go through this particular bead. Okay, so now you can see the point is the point here, the point here, the joint here. So now we're gonna start a different row set to be together. Now with this side, make sure you don't get confused. Okay, so note the point. Okay, now we put 2 beads. So the first one, the points, the first one was 6, the second one was 5, and the third one before. So we put 2 beads. And then we cross it. Now you can see we have 4. Okay, so we're going to put it in the next 2 beads. But this time around it's still going to be 6. It's not going to change. So we're going to go in with 3 beads. It was just the points that changed. Nothing changed. The points. And then we go through 2 beads. So we still add 3 beads. And then 2. Now this is also a joint. Okay, so because we have the fish line in 1, 2, 3, we just add only 1 bead to it to make it 4. Okay, so the joints are going to be 4, 4 each. We go to the next 2 bead. Then you fix your 3 beads to it. Press it. So you're gonna go to the next one and then 2 beads. So we're going to continue the same process. When you get here, let me try doing this one. 1, 2. So you're gonna go into the 1, 2, and then we pick just 1. Okay, and then we cross it. So now you can see the point here, 4 here, 4 here, 4 here. So remaining the 2, so you continue the same process to your end here. Yeah, the last one, and I'll put the string in 1, 2, 3. So this is the last bead. This is the 4th bead. So we're going to put 2 beads on, and then press the last one. This is what we have, and then we're gonna put it in this particular bead. Okay, so this is what we have now. So we start again with another 2 beads. So notice that this is a joint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the same thing here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all the joints are the same before you move to the next line. So now we pick 2 beads. We're starting the last, we're doing the last row. So we pick 2 beads and then we cross it. We go through. This is also a joint. Okay, so with the last one to the same 4 beads, like the string was in 2 beads and then we added 2 beads to it. So we go through 2 beads. We add another 3 beads. So add it up to the 6. And we go through 1, 2. But this is a joint. This is a joint. So with this joint, we want to make it 4. So we just add only 1 bead and then we cross it. Okay, so we pass through 2 beads. And now we go through, we pick 3 beads. So we're gonna go through another 2 beads. 1, 2. Now this is a joint. This is a joint. So we add up only 1 bead. We have 3 beads. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2. A joint. So this is a joint. So this one is like after every 6 cycles you meet a joint, okay? Because that's the last one we're doing. So you can see it's closing up. We go through 1, 2. I'm gonna add up 2, 3. So now with the last one, you go to 1, 2, 3 because there's a joint here. So you go to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the string is in 4 beads. So you just add 2 beads to make a 6. Kindly watch this part carefully because it's a bit confusing. Okay, so this is how it says. Okay, now the last one that we are going to do, we're going to cover this area. So we go through this piece, but then we have 1 of each. But then this time around we are adding up 2. We're just adding 2 beads to it each, and then we go through the next. Okay. So you can see. And then go through the next 2 beads. Now you're going to add 1. And then go through the next 2. We add 1 to it again. And then we go through the next 2 beads. I'll draw the pattern for you to see because this is a bit complicated, honestly, I won't lie to you. So I'll draw the pattern for you so that you know each and every step how you go about it. Okay, so this is what we have, and then you just interlock it. Okay, we're finally done with half of the bag. This bag is really It takes a lot of time. We're finally done with the half of the bag. I'm going to turn this so that you see how it looks like. So this is how it is. There could be a flower pot thing that you can decorate it. We're using it for that. So now we're going to move to the next step. One thing I want you to know is when you get to here, you don't want to miss out. So what you do is you try to put something here that can, you can recall you of the joint. Okay, this is the most confusing part too. Now we're going to weave the main star. We have the body now, so what we're going to do now is to weave the main star of the whole back thing. So guys, now we have the 5 pointed places. So what we're going to do is we're going to create the star now. So we're gonna go here, one will come here, one will come here, one will come here, and then one will come here. And then we are beginning from this particular bead. So what I'll do is I'm going to put my fish line. I did the first one, I got to a point and I was confused. The reason being, you might weave this side, weave this side, weave this side, and then you'll get lost. So what you should do is when you reach this point, make sure you cut the fish line like different, like, let me see, cut. I didn't measure my fish line, so I can't tell you, but cut it a bit longer. And what you're going to do is cut 5 of that. Just fix it in those points that you're supposed to start each row from, so that you don't get confused when you are doing this. This way, like, it will be more easier, and then you'll be at ease than trying to start but then you won't do it. So I'm just going to put a fish line here because this is where I'm going to start from. Not the point here. This is the point. Okay, but this one. Okay, that's where we're going to weave 1, 2. So this one is going to come like so, like this side. Now, so guys, I've made it so simple like you understand this. Now, not for you to get confused, I have put in the fish line in wherever I am going to start from. So this particular bead, I'm going to weave till I get to the end of this one. Not this one, this last but one. On this line too, I'm going to weave till I get here. On this line too, I'm going to weave till I get here. So I have made it in such a way that I don't want to get confused when I start doing this. I know the cord will worry you for some time, but it's best that way, because if you leave it that way, you might end up not knowing where to start from when after finishing with 3. The last 2 is quite confusing. That's why I have done it this way. So be sure you master this thing before you can do it like the normal one. So let's begin with what I have. Okay, so guys, I'm starting from this particular one here, and I'm going through the 2 beads. You see, this is the point, so don't put it in this one, the next bead. So I'm passing through this bead again. So we add 4 beads to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're gonna go through the next the next 2 beads. We have it's in 3 beads, 1, 2, 3. So we add 3 to it to be 6. Every cycle has to be 6 this time around. We're not going to reduce it or anything like that. So we go through the next 2 beads. It's in 3 beads, so still we add 3 to it, and then we cross the last one. The next 3 beads, we add 3 beads to it. So when we get here, we are going to make a 10 because we are making a triangular shape. Okay, so we have 1 2 3, so we're going to go like this again. We're going to reduce it. Okay, the shape has to be like a triangle form, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to add 3 beads to it, but then this one not on this line, on my right hand. So I just put the fish line in my left hand, so I'm adding 3 beads to this, and then I'm going to cross the crossing. I'm going to place it in the next bead. So this is the first one we've done. This is the first line we've done. Now we're going to do it again, go around again. So this time around, I'm going to add 4 beads to it because the fish string is in 2 beads. So we add 4. Okay. We are making each and every whole 6, so we add 4 to it. Go through the next 2. You don't need to cut the cord to be very long, because as you're going forward, you'll be reducing it. That's why I said I didn't measure my cord, so I can't tell you the exact measurement, but then don't let it be too long. So we add 3 beads to this one. So 1, the next 2 beads. Okay, so I'm making it a 10 here because we are coming this direction. So we add 3 beads on this particular line. So you can see that it's reducing and the shape is forming. So with this one too, it starts with 4 beads. So whenever you start each and every line, that's how you're going to start. So I'm just going to do this for you to see. That's the same procedure you're going to use for all the rest. That's the same procedure you're going to use for. So we're making a 10, we made a 10 here, so now we're making a 10 here because it's in 2. So you add 3 to this one. Now, this is the last one we're going to make, so we add 4 beads to it, and that's all. 1 2 3 and then 4. So this is it. Okay, so we're going to interlock it now because you're done with the first one. So just interlock it. What I was talking about, I've done the first one. You see, it's now like all I've joined together, so you wouldn't even see the point where you should start from. But in case you didn't do it this way, this is where the last point is. Okay, okay, this particular bead, this is where it is. So you count from here 1 2 3 4 5. That is if you are lost, you count 1 2 3 4 5. So basically this is the side I just attached to it. Okay, so this is the point, and then you put it in the middle one. That is if you don't do it this like how I have done it. You know, I have all my cords in the various points I'm supposed to move over. So now since I have my fish line here, there's no way I'm going to get messing here, so I'm just going to continue to do it here, and it's the same procedure you're going to use. Do this last one and the rest either way yourself. So I have my fish line has to be in these two beads, okay, because I'm weaving to the side, so it has to be in two beads. Okay, and then I have 1 2 3 4, so 4 beads, because it's in two beads, so 4 beads, yes. And then I'm gonna go through 1 2. So I have 1 2 3, and then these. So we have to make a 10 here. So what we do is we put 3 beads on this particular cord. And then cross it. Let's put the fish line in this bead. Okay. Now 4 beads more. 2 3 4. Just the same thing, so you're going to repeat the same step. We make a 10. Next bead. So it's going to be a normal routine. Now you can see the shape is forming. I'm going to continue doing this till I end with all the other places. So you are going to repeat the same steps throughout. Now let me show you something. I have my fish line in this one. So when I finish doing this, like you can see the shape will be just the same like how it was here. And now I know the point I'm supposed to start from, so I'll have to end this side. I'll count 5 from upwards. When I'm done with this, I'll count 1 to 5 from here, and where the 6 is, that's where this one, when I weave to this side, it will come and join. That's the same thing that applies to here. This side too will come and join the side, and then this side too will weave to the side. So just repeat the same steps I repeated here to all the 5 joints. So you have to have, at the end of the day, you have to have 5 of this design all over. 5 of this. This is 1, so I'm making the 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's all. We're done with the body of the bag, first one. So let me show you the other side of my made. So this is one side that I made. So I'm going to weave the same thing. And you can see it's almost like the same, just that we're going to weave the side by side thing. So we're going to do the same thing here. Okay, so we turn it because this is the inner side, and then we start from this particular bead. So this is where the seat one is, like this is the middle part in between the two. So we're going to start from that side. We put our, we have 1, 2, and then 3. So we start with 3. Then we'll go into this one, and with 2 again. The reason why I've turned it is I want to leave it that way so that I don't get problem with this, and I don't miss any of them, because when you leave it this way, it gets tiring doing that. You can do it like that though, but I prefer leaving from the back side because it's to pick 2 of these. This is going to be throughout. So you are going to weave all around. We are leaving this, so we are going to weave all around from here. There's a whole lot of work to this point. Okay, so this is the angle we are stopping because we are leaving this. We are not going to leave this one. This is the main, like the opening back, like the opening of the back. So we are weaving from the whole point to this end. So we are just going to go through 2 throughout. You pick 2 of these. You cross the last one. You pick 2 of these. 1, 2, and then you cross it. Okay, so this is what we have. So I'm going to continue the same process all around till I end here, and then I'll show you the next thing. Because guys, I finally done all around. I'm almost at the last part, so I'm doing the last one, and then we make a 10 because we're going around twice. This is the first one, so remaining the last one. So I'm showing you how to make a 10. I told you we are leaving this part, so we are not going to leave all around like this. So what we do is we go in. I have the last one here that I'm supposed to do, so I go in with a 2. So I put 2 of these on my right hand. Make sure you don't exceed the number, because if you do, both can't, because you're going to do it like this. Okay, this is going to be like, so make sure you either count it after you're done to be sure that they both have the same number of beads before you join it together. So we start with 3 beads. That's 1, 2, and then 3. And then we cross this line. Okay. We pick 2. We're gonna go all around again, the same procedure, and then cross the last one. this process is something everybody knows how to do. So you just literally go all around again till you end.